I'm not.
That's my husband, Tim. Y'all, we are gonna teach you how to make the perfect curly Q ribbons today. This is fabric ribbon. This is just this kind of ribbon that you get at the craft store. That's it, straight as can be. We are going to curl it, and I'm gonna show you a couple tips of what works best, what doesn't work as well, the things that I've learned along the way so far, and who knows, we might learn something new together as we do this, but I'm really excited. I love this. This could be used in crafting. These could be used in gifts. These could be used to like make little hair bows and attach in a little girl's hair. I mean, I might even do that. That's fun. How fun. The possibilities are endless with this. So come on in. Let's get crafty with some ribbon. Who's ready? Who's ready? The text is going out. Tim is sending the text. Real quick, let me show you. If you don't currently get our text messages and you want our text messages, just text hello to 877-273-6227. Just the word hello, H-E-L-L-O, all caps, hello. Text it. We'll send you a link when we go live so you never have to miss any fun techniques like this, okay? We're actually making a fun patriotic craft, and we're going to use our curly Q ribbons. So if you want to know how to get a good little bouncy curly Q like that, I mean, y'all, look at that. Boing. Look at the stretch, the bounce, all the goodness, the great shape. I'm going to teach you how to do all of that. Just trying to focus on me and not the ribbon. But let's say hello to some of our friends. Hello, Miss Michelle, Miss Lynn, Miss Candace, Miss Robin. Hello, Miss Sharon. Hello, Miss Chris. Hello, Miss Suzanne. Thank you for sprinkling, Miss Candace. Hello, Sharon says me. She wants to learn. Hello, Miss Cindy. How are you? Good morning. Hey, Miss Carol. Candace is ready. Robin's wearing the same shirt. Isn't the shirt cute, y'all? Y'all can see it the right way now. When I showed it to you when I opened the package, my camera was backwards, but now you can see it the right way and it looks the way it's supposed to look. But this is my Cotton Pickin' T-shirt club shirt from Cotton Chaos. Tim can throw the link in the comments for you so you can check out what they have. They got a ton of fun patriotic stuff. Tons of it. Hello, Miss Carol, Miss Patty. Hello, Miss Jackie and Karen. Hello, hello. Hey, Miss Trudy and Elizabeth. Miss Crystal, raining in North Carolina. Crystal, we've been like drowning in rain this week. All the rain, all the clouds, all the miserable weather. We've been getting it. It's cold. It's chilly. It's like in the 50s all week. Oh, yuck. I'm ready for summer. I'm glad I'm not camping right now, though. I will just say that. I'm glad I'm not camping outside right now because it's going to be chilly. The local campground is going to be packed to the gills with people, and they're all going to have their campfires going because it's chilly. Hello, Miss Mary. Good morning.
Is that in sheets?
Is what in sheets? In drive.
Hold on, it's going to take me a minute.
All right. Tim's going to work on getting the link for you. He'll let you know once he gets it in there for you, okay? There's a...
I can't do it from there because I have to log into a different account and it'll mess this up.
Okay.
That's why I can't do it there.
Here. I can get you here.
And just text it to me.
Hold on. I'm going to get it for y'all. I'm going to get it for you. Let me get it for you. Pause for one moment. Pause. Okay. Sorry, I can't talk and focus. Tim, you should do a happy dance or something.
I'm not going to do a happy dance. Sherry says, so excited. First live at computer, not just listening while delivering mail. Retired.
I love it. Who is that?
That would be Miss Sherry.
Oh, Miss Sherry. Congratulations, Miss Sherry. Whoop, 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 whoop. There, it's right there. So do what you need to get it. Okay, so what are we using today? Of course, we're using ribbon to make our ribbons, y'all. Do me a favor. If you all could real quick just take a moment and hit the little share button and let your friends see this, because I feel like there's other people out there that are going to want to know how to make a fun little bouncy ribbon like this that you can use for all kinds of different things. So if you guys could just hit that share button, say, hey, come check this out. I'd appreciate it. All right. Of course, we're using a bunch of ribbon. We got a bunch of ribbon. All the patriotic kind of colors. All right, we're using those. We're going to use those first. We've got dowel rods. We're going to use some dowel rods. We're going to be using those first too. We have a whole bunch of clothespins. We have a arrow from Dollar Tree. We have a star that came in a pack from a craft section somewhere in the world. Dollar General, Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Dollar Tree, I don't know. We have some Scrabble letters that we're going to use. I was going to use stamps, but y'all, I can never get my stamps to line up straight. My words end up all wonky and crooked and not in the cute way. Like, I struggle with lining up my stamps. And some raffia, of course. You gotta have some raffia. Okay, Tim's favorite thing.
Yes.
All right. Oh, and some scrapbook paper. Sorry.
Miss Tammy, there's a few different ways to share on YouTube. It depends on what device you're on.
Either click on the 3 dots or the little toolbar, little screw. What is that thing called? The little gear wheel. And
that's what it's called, a gear.
Yeah, most people it's either the gear or the 3 dots, and then it'll say share, and then you click that and it'll walk you through sharing. Okay, so we're gonna start with the first step of curling the ribbons, and then we're gonna let them set while we work on the rest of the craft, and then we'll do the reveal of the curling ribbons after they set for a little bit towards the end, okay? Miss Shelley, Tim, I think just put the link for my shirt in the comments, or where I got my shirt from, okay? It's my Cotton Pickin' T-shirt club shirt. Okay.
I'll pin it in Facebook land.
Okay. So first thing we're going to do, these dowel rods I actually got from, I want to say I got them.
Hi, Hope.
They're Art Skills. Where's Art Skills craft supplies from? I want to say, I don't know.
You want to say you don't know?
I want to say Michael's, but I don't know. But they have different sizes. This pack has 3/8, 5/16, 1/4, and 3/16. And it has 8 pieces, okay? So we're gonna use a variety of sizes, so our curly cues are different sizes. If you only have one size dowel rod, you can do them all the same, that's fine.
Someone said Dollar Tree or Walmart.
Oh, it might have been Dollar. Oh, I feel like Walmart. I don't think that was Dollar Tree. Because Dollar Tree had the ones that were all the same size. I don't think they had the variety size. So it's probably Walmart. All right, so I'm gonna want to curl my ribbon. Can you turn the overhead on for them so they can see? So I want my ribbon to curl around.
Look to see where you're at there.
At an angle.
Let me see if I can.
Zoom in, yeah, zoom her in, nice and tight. Oh, someone's Dollar General, okay.
There.
I'm using a clothespin to hold it at the top. Now I want to curl my ribbon around. Now, a couple tips. When you're curling, leave a little bit of space. The amount of space you leave here is how far your curly cues will be spread apart, okay? So like this one. See how they're spread apart and you can kind of see, you know, the definition of the curls? If you do it super tight, like this, where it's like overlapping on top of itself and it's like right next to itself and it's really, really tight on there like that, you're gonna end up with a curl more like this, where your curls are super, super tight. If you stretch it, you can see it, but you don't really get as much definition. It just looks like a tube of fabric, okay? You don't get that curly cue as good, all right? This kind of ribbon works really well. This is like the Goslin ribbon. Works really well. I did try using more like a polyester kind of silky ribbon, and it's kind of stiff. It doesn't really hold its shape really great. It didn't work great. So I would stick to more like this Goslin style, kind of cottony, I think. I don't know really what it is, but type of ribbon, okay? So I'm going to, and you don't have to be super, super perfect in your spacing, just kind of slightly consistent, okay? All right. We'll do some a little bit longer than others. So when you get to the end and you've got it as long as you want it to be, just take another clothespin, pin it on there, cut the excess off, and you're left like that, okay? And we're gonna do a few of these. We're gonna do, let's do this blue, this other blue one next. I'll probably have to do a couple duplicates of the blue just because I have more red patterns than I do blue patterns. So kind of get this started. Put my clothespin on there. Like so, and then do the next one. Does it make sense? Any questions so far? Any confusion so far? Any comments so far? Have you guys done this? I know there's probably other ways to curl ribbon. Someone may be, well, just use your curling iron. Well, I suppose you could, but I feel like curling iron temperatures are really, really hot and really, really high. And I feel like it'll be harder to control the temperature of the curling iron. And we all have dowel rods laying around our craft room. Most of us do. Okay, we all have a can of hairspray floating around. We're gonna use some hairspray. You can use starch too. Starch probably would be better. I don't have starch, but I have hairspray. We're gonna use some hairspray, okay? Aquanet, that will hold anything, okay? That'll work for anything, okay? When in doubt, grab a can of Aquanet, okay? Works for all the things. Hello, Miss Trish, how are you? Chris McKinney just got the text. Just got the text. So I'm gonna get this next one started.
That's what I was just looking at, because it's, I haven't got the text yet.
Oh, where's our text, y'all? Where is our text?
Well, that's why I was looking at this, and it's...
Well, this is super easy, guys. Super easy. This is fun. You could do this with the kids too. They can help you curl it. They can help you with all the steps of this. Obviously, when we use the heat gun, you know, use a little extra caution, watch them, supervise them, help them. You know, maybe have them hold the end of the stick while you do, you know, and don't go too close to them. And you could do the heating of it for them.
Get ready, guys. I'm going to get some names here in a second.
All right, so
yeah, a lot of them are saying they're just now getting the text.
Just getting the text. All right, well, if you're just getting the text, we'll bring you up to speed of what we're doing here, okay? We will bring you up to speed. We are curling some ribbon, y'all. We are creating...
We are curling some toes.
Curly Q ribbon.
Will non-aerosol hairspray work?
I don't know. I didn't try that. You can test it and try it. I imagine it would, as long as you're just doing like a light mist and you're not drenching it and make, you know, you don't want to like soak it. We're just like doing a light mist on it. So I think that would probably work. But you'd have to experiment if you're using anything different than what I'm using today. But it might work just fine. It's still hairspray after all. It's just the matter of how it comes out of the bottle, right? Ooh, that one's got hot glue on it.
Well, it's your fault.
Yeah,
right.
I would be the one to have gotten hot glue on it.
Yep, that wasn't me. Okay, we have Donna Yadrin, Sarah Rappaport, Wendy Defoe, Sharon Miller Dunlap, Cindy Berg, Shelly Claybaugh, Angie Rodriguez, and Laura Kriskunas.
All right. So what do they do if you just said their name, Tim? What does that mean?
A little dance. That means your name is...
dance, a little happy dance. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
All right, that means you just have to do a little happy dance because...
Do a little dance, a little happy dance. Sorry. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. All right, go ahead. Sorry, what do they do? What do they do?
You have a good time.
I knew you were going to avoid saying it after that. I'll give you one freebie. Go ahead.
So what happens is your name goes into the Crafty Mail bucket. And at the beginning of the month, we'll draw 2 names out of that bucket and we will send you a box of Crafty Mail, which is a box of our wood and metal cutouts.
Yes.
So all you got to do is interact with us to get your name in the bucket.
Yep. Just be here, hang out with us, and chatter it up in the comments with us. Tell us how your day's doing. Tell us what your big plans are this weekend. Happy Friday, Miss Ratia. Happy Friday. Melanie's wearing the same shirt today, too. It's a
Does that not look like a rabbit?
It does not look like a rabbit. You gotta stop saying that. You're gonna insult the girls. They worked hard.
Well, it is the United States.
Well, but it doesn't look like a rabbit. I mean, the United States does kind of look like a rabbit a little bit. But it's the United States in a beautiful floral print.
Well, if the bow would have been on this side, then it probably wouldn't look as much like a rabbit.
It does not look like a rabbit. The girls are going to email me. They're going to be like, your husband needs to zip his lip.
They'll yell at me.
They'll be like, Tim, stop it. It does not look like a rabbit.
Tim,
it looks like
it's
a
not a
beautiful,
rabbit.
patriotic USA shirt. Y'all, I can't.
They're awesome over there.
They are awesome. They are awesome. I was just chatting with them yesterday. I'm going to be sending them our live event shirt details soon. So excited. So excited. They are going to be doing them again. They're going to be doing some other stuff for us too for the live event. So we're super excited about that. But I can't say any more about that yet. All right. This should be enough. I might do one more. Well, I do have 2 more sticks. So just remember to get your spacing. All we're doing is just twisting our ribbon around, leaving a little bit of space in between each. That's what's going to give us our nice defined curly Q.
A lot of people don't have a whole lot of plans.
No plans?
A couple of people going camping.
Camping's fun. I think we need one more red one. I do have this polka.
When she said she was she was going to be curling, it's like, awesome, I've been wanting to curl for years. And then she says, no, Tim.
Tim is slightly
different
obsessed.
type of curling.
Tim loves curling. He loves to watch curling. When the Olympics are on, the Winter Olympics,
I love watching the curling.
he will sit there for hours watching the curling. He's fascinated by it. It was really fun when we were in Canada. There was a little town that had dang near nothing in it, okay? It literally had a Tim Hortons. We were in Thessalon, or near
Yep.
Thessalon. I think Thessalon was the town. And there was a Tim Hortons. There was a mom and pop pizza place. There was one small grocery store. There was a little like liquor, beer and wine, whatever you guys call it, type of store. And that was about it. But they had a curling, it was like, you know how we have bowling alleys, just randomly there's bowling alleys? They had a curling center. A curling center. I wish they would have been like doing it, I would have gone. But
I would
they
have
didn't
been
have
mad.
any, they weren't open. It was like it was
I would have been mad.
yeah. Okay, I did send him a picture standing
curling
in front of it
without
though. I'm like, look. All right, guys, so we have all of our ribbon wrapped around our sticks. So before we heat them up, heat it on up, we are gonna just go a little bit of hairspray. Kind of like if you're curling your hair and you're spraying that individual curl. It's not that bad. Tim just can't handle hairspray, okay? Tim's not a girl. He doesn't get it. He's not immune to it.
I used to use my fair share of white rain.
Used to, but you don't
Used to,
anymore.
yeah.
And it's Aquanet. That'll kill anything. I'm surprised they even still allow it. It's probably banned in places like California and places that have a little bit stricter regulations.
Banned everywhere else in the world.
So we got our base coat of hairspray. Like I said, you can use starch if you would rather use starch. I think that would work great. Might even work better. But I don't have starch.
Oh,
But I do
awesome.
have hairspray.
Elizabeth says her town hosts the largest in North Carolina Memorial Day parade and ceremony where they honor Gold Star families. That's
That
awesome.
is very cool. Very cool. We have a Memorial Day parade here. It's very small. It's it's very meaningful, but it's very, very small. It's just they don't have a lot of the extra attendees in it.
Yeah, we got like, the population of Elginak and Clay is like 10,000 people.
Yeah, it's a very, very small town. All right, so the key is getting it good and warm, but not scorching it, okay? I mean, it is fabric. We don't want to burn it. Keep your heat gun moving. Keep your dowel rod rotating. Just get good heat all over, up and down.
Now see, back when I was, gosh, how old was I?
Okay, so it's hold on, sorry. It's good and warm to the touch, but it's not like burning. Like I can touch it right away, but it's like, oh, I feel the heat. It's good and warm, and the hairspray's dry. Okay, that's the goal.
So it's back when I was probably 22, 21. It was shortly after I moved back from California. My grandfather was a pilot at Yankee Air Force over in by Livonia, is where this is at, is the Yankee Air Force, and it's a museum of all of the old warplanes, and they would fly them over Memorial Day parades. And back in the day, they would have a big old, breakfast buffet for everyone before they went out flying over the different parades. I was able to go up in the C-47. That was what my grandfather flew in the war, and what he was a pilot instructor for, or a flight instructor. So I would get to go up in the C-47 with him over. I think we flew over like 4 or 5 different Memorial Day parades. It was very cool.
Really cool.
And I got to
especially for like someone young.
Yeah, I got to sit in the navigator's seat because there's the pilot and the co-pilot, and then about 1.5 feet behind them, in that in the walkway that they would go through, there was like a jump seat that would fold down, and that's where the navigator dude would sit. And all he would do is he would sit there. Well, there was instruments on each side of him, but he would sit there and kind of watch the sky to look for he was looking for other planes.
No, it doesn't stick to the dial. It comes off very easily. Jean was saying that she made these back in the day for curly bows. She said she used a hairspray water mix in a spray bottle. So she mixed hairspray and water in a spray bottle. She'd spray them and then she'd lay them in the sun. So similar concept. We're just speeding it up with the heat gun. But if you don't have a heat gun, there's an option for you. Lay them out in the sun, let them bake in the sun, dry real good, let them set.
Yeah, and if any of you don't know what a C-47 is, that's like when it's a transport plane. But most of the old war movies you see, when they show guys getting into an old airplane, that's pretty much what it is that plane. And they used to call it the Goonie Bird.
The Goonie Bird?
The Goonie Bird. And my grandfather loved, he loved flying. He loved it.
He really did. And he loved sharing it with other people.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
He let me fly his plane. That was fun.
I never got to fly his plane.
Yeah.
So
I got to fly on our honeymoon 25 years ago. I can't even believe it.
I know, right?
We were just babies.
He loved it so much, he had a vanity plate for his car, and it's C-47 was his license plate. Hey Tammy, yeah, I saw that.
Elena's birthday was fun. Elena's birthday was a lot of fun. It was a great evening. Mom and Dad came over. She hung out with her friends over the weekend and did the friend thing. They went to the mall and hung out and did all that teenage girly stuff. And we celebrated, my parents came over, her brothers were all there, so we had dinner. Tim smoked ribs, and we had coleslaw and all the things, watermelon and cowboy caviar, and we just hung out. We had fun. We played ball with inflatable balloon, like one of those foil balloons. It was like a ball shaped one. It's like the Mylar balloon. Yeah, it was like the shape of a beach ball, and we played with that for the longest time. We were literally like sweating. We were like, we were so hot because we played a bunch of different variations.
Yeah.
We played just where you just keep it off the floor type game. There was 4 of us. It was me, Elena, Jacob, and Deanna. And then we played no hands, so you could only use your feet or your head and things like that. Your hands had to be behind your back. And then we played using 2 balloons. We had to keep them both off the ground. So you could probably use a hair dryer, put it on your hot temperature setting. It might just take a little bit longer because it might not get quite as hot. It might just take a little longer to heat up your ribbons. But I think you should be able to use a hair dryer. Absolutely.
Judy is watching us from, I'm going to probably pronounce it wrong, Gauteng, South Africa.
Ooh, nice.
Cowboy caviar is a very yummy salad.
It's like a corn salad.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a relish in the sense of like everything's chopped up, kind of small. Maybe not a relish. Like a salsa?
Yeah.
Almost like a corn salsa.
It's got corn, black beans, black eyed peas,
Okay.
a sweet pepper, onions.
It's good. If you just like Google cowboy caviar recipe, they're all pretty much the same. They might have slight variations, but they're all pretty basically the same. All right, I want to wipe some of the hairspray up.
But it's very good. Oh, it's got avocado in it.
It's a little overspray from our hairspray. So now we're gonna don't get excited and pull this off and look at it right away, because if you take this off right away and it's still warm and you stretch it or you hold it and it hangs, the weight of it hangs down,
thank you,
you're
Dolly.
going to lose the curl. You want it to completely cool first. So we are going to set these aside and we are going to work on our actual craft, the rest of the craft portion of this project, and then we will come back and we will do the reveal of the ribbons in a moment, okay?
So, Dolly says, love watching your craft show. You are a bundle of joy.
Thank you. See, I'm a bundle of joy.
Yeah.
I'm not annoying at all. I'm a bundle of joy.
Not at all.
Just kidding. Tim loves my sense of humor. Doesn't he?
Are you going to go live and show us food again?
When did I show you food?
Whoa.
When did I show
What the ham sandwich was that?
Oh, I just pulled it out and then...
Oh, here's that staple.
All right. We're using a Dollar Tree square, and we're going to cut it a little shorter because we're going to make like a little firework, okay? So we don't need it to be quite so long. You can do long ones if you want to, but I don't want it to be fully long, so we're going to shorten it because we're going to have the ribbons hanging down from the bottom, okay? So I'm going to just decide where I want to cut it. I'm going to kind of create a mark. I usually eyeball things.
Oh.
Where's that little square ruler that I had?
I don't know. I didn't touch it.
It's always been in here.
Don't look at me.
Well, I guess we're just gonna eyeball it.
You took it out to measure something else.
Sure I did.
Well,
okay, I will use a sticky note and get it flat against the edge, and then I will just trace. We're gonna go a little short.
I have had a version of cowboy candy.
There we go. Now we got a straight line. When in doubt, just grab one, use what you have. We have sticky notes, that's what I'll use. All right.
Except for they didn't call it cowboy candy. It's pickled jalapenos, and I kind of like to me it was like a bread and butter pickled jalapeno. I gotta go check that.
Okay. Checking the lasers. So I've got it cut now. I'll save this because we can use this piece for something else. We'll save it. Let me put my saw away so I don't chop a finger off. Been there, done that. Not with the saw though. All right, remove that. Let's get rid of our sawdust here. Clean this up. Doesn't look like a square. Oh, sorry, a rectangle. I will save this rectangle piece because we can use that for something else. You always need some random scrap wood pieces around the craft room, right? All right. Just throw it on the floor. I'll sweep later. Eventually. I am going to, I should have done this before I cleaned everything up. I am going to try to find my sander. I'll use the big sander. I don't know where my little sander went. But I just want to like clean up the edges a little bit, just so if there's any like splintery spots on it.
That is looking awesome.
Just smooth it out. Good. Good. Tim's working on a special project today for a very special bride-to-be that we know. We can't say what it is because I don't know if it's a surprise for anybody anywhere, but we know lots of brides-to-be this year though, so but he's working on a very special project. But the bride-to-be knows about it, but I don't know if anyone else knows about it.
Yes, we do have this
this is in our shop. You want to put the shop link in there for them? Just grab the Fiskars link so it's easier for her to find it. Yes, we're making a firecracker. Okay, so first thing we're going to do, I'm going to use scrapbook paper. You can paint it. We're going to use the scrapbook paper today. So I'm going to Mod Podge. Let me cut kind of the excess off of here. So we're going to use stripes at the bottom. And then we're going to do the stars at the top. And I'm going to do it all at once. Whoa, that Mod Podge needs some shaking. This one's been in this craft room for a long time. All right, let's flip that over. No, let's not flip it over. Let's make sure that's dry. I need to shake this one up. Yeah, this, yes, Trish says that tool is awesome. Lots of our friends here have this saw. It is fabulous. I've had the same saw. This is still the first one I bought. Years ago, Joann Fabrics used to have these, and that's where I bought it, probably 4.5 years ago. And I've used it on here countless times. Okay. So there we go. That's how the Mod Podge should look. It shouldn't be coming out like water. Give it a little shake. A little shakey shake. Okay, sorry.
Jeez.
Sorry. Everything's a song today. Everything is a song today. It's just one of those days. Sing a little song. A happy song. Get down tonight. Get down tonight. And everything has that rhythm to it. That beat to it. Get down tonight.
Only in your head.
Apparently I'm gonna get down tonight. Get down tonight. Wish we had somewhere to go dancing around here.
I know, right?
Because I would love to get down tonight. Get down tonight. Okay, I got my Mod Podge. You could do the iron technique. You could do any Mod Podge technique you want to. I'm just doing the good old fashioned. I want to move this over a little bit.
Who has the saw? Joann's is closed. I think
we have the saw.
We have the saw.
We have the saw. Tim can put the link in the comments.
It is.
Michael's used to have it. They no longer have it. I don't know. Amazon has it, I think, but it's very expensive at Amazon. I actually don't know anyone else that sells it. All the places I used to see it, I don't see it anymore.
Yes, I didn't see. All I saw at Hobby Lobby was their
Hobby Lobby does not have it. I don't think Hobby Lobby's ever had the saw that I can remember. But we do. As long as we're able to continue to get them, we will carry them in our shop. We did, Erin. We did get rested up after camping. Camping was so fun. So fun. Now everyone's like, we gotta go real camping now. Can you just hide that? Miss when Christy and Tim would dance on the lives. We used to dance when we hit a certain number of people watching. We'd like do a little dance, a little happy dance. But then Facebook quit showing everybody all the lives and quit showing everything to everybody. So people, you know how many times a week we get messages from people, emails saying, do you still live craft? I never see you. Or we'll see comments here and people will be like, oh, you're finally crafting. I never see you anymore. I'm like, yeah, because Facebook ain't showing you. We're here 3 days a week. 3 days a week we're here crafting, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I think it was both of them. I think it was both the girls. I think they were both guilty of it. I think it was a combination. I think Taylor might have won out the noisiness though, a little bit. I think so. I think so. Yes, the red and white stripes on their own definitely can remind you of a popcorn box. The stars definitely help. Robin says the camping with you was enlightening. It was. You all learned a lot about us that you didn't know before, didn't you? You spend the night with somebody, you camp with somebody, you're going to learn a lot about them that you didn't know.
Maybe that's some things that you didn't want to know.
Maybe. We shared some stories that I never really thought we'd share. But it was in the VIP group, so it's okay. So, all right. So let's clean this up.
Oh,
and now we have
Mary
people.
Says her craft night in a box is set to be delivered today.
Those are coming fast. fast.
I am impressed with how fast some of those got delivered.
Those are coming really fast. I'm very surprised at how fast some of you guys got them. They're being delivered very quick. But yes, Craft Night in a Box. If you missed it this morning, we have a few left that we had some extra boxes, or we had some extra trucks. So we're making some extra boxes. So if you want to try a one-time box, just go to the website, grab it up. It's your way to try out the one-time box without the membership to see how you like it. And then if you want to become a membership, you can just let us know. And we will, the overhead, they can't, honey, you can't see the overhead. Oh. You can turn it off when I'm not in that area and put it back on if I am. So, sorry. Didn't realize you guys couldn't see what I was doing. All I was doing was sanding my edges. Sanding the edges, getting all the excess paper off, using a sander, just sanding it. So now, all my edges are sanded, a little distressed around the edges. All right, I want to do the
Trish
star.
Says, Tim, I hope you're cutting the inserts for the Craft Night in a Box. My office is loving them.
Yay!
Y'all, I have cut, it's like almost every day I have to cut more of those.
The inserts? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, Kayla will be like, she'll bring him a pick list and be like, we need more of these cut. And he's like, I just cut you 50 sets. And she's like, yeah, I need more.
Well, she'll bring me the pick list, and the other day it was she needed
I forgot
like,
I want to Mod Podge this.
she needed like 10. So it's like, well, I know we're going to need more, so I'll just cut, 2 sheets, which is 50. And then the next day she's like, yeah, I need more. And I'm like, but what? I just cut you 50 and you only needed a couple. She's like, yeah, no, they went.
They're gone. They're gone.
I'm like, holy cow.
I needed more.
Lynn says she needs to order more.
They are there, and that's why we're keeping them around for you guys for a while, that we have time to get them when you're ready for them. Or if you want to let your people that are crafting with you get their own, they can.
Debbie, that is one of the little gator sanders.
Yeah, this is like the big version of the gator sander. It's just like the one that I use all the time. It's just a bigger, chunkier version. So if you have a larger sanding project, it works really, really well. My little one, I don't know where my little one would be better for the star. That's for sure.
Well, it's probably at the house from when you took everything to the house.
Sometimes I take stuff home to work on. And 9 times out of 10, I don't work on it at home. So I just bring it back with me anyways. But I got a pile of stuff in my office right now that I'm taking home to work on.
And I don't know what she did with mine.
I just found yours.
Where?
I don't know. It was in the drawer. Is it sitting up there somewhere? I just saw yours the other day. I was like, oh, there's Tim's sander. Maybe did I put it on your end? Check this one. Don't look at my dirty drawers, okay? They're a disaster.
Nope.
It's all right. We'll make it work. We'll make it work with the Big Daddy sander, or I can use one of my Craft Night in a Box sanders.
That was almost.
These are handy to have around. Sorry. Alright. And you can use a third different piece of scrapbook paper for the star if you wanted to. I think I want it to be more uniform though.
Chris says, I painted mine to entice them. We planned a date to paint them in the office on the 5th team building. That's awesome.
I love that. Love that. Love that. Yeah, they're so cute in the truck. Angie says that's cleaner than my junk drawer.
It's pretty cool.
That's one thing we do not have at our house.
What?
A junk drawer.
Yeah, it's called the garage.
No, it's not. No.
Everything that no one knows what to do with, they put it in the garage on the freezer, and then I have to do something with it.
No. Things that belong in the garage, I put on the garage freezer. The chest freezer is right outside the door that goes into the garage. And if it belongs in the garage, or it's yours, that's like a tool or something garagey, I put there because I don't know where to put it in the garage. So I put it there. It's no different than me putting things on the steps. If it goes upstairs, I put it on the steps. If it belongs to you, grab it on your way up.
Miss Lori is a newbie.
Welcome, Miss Lori. Welcome.
The saw, it's just the Fiskars saw.
Yeah.
No fancy name to it.
No.
It's just the saw.
No, it's a hand, just a hand saw. Yep. It works amazing. All right, there's my star. So we got our star. We've got that. I want to put the little USA. I think we're gonna go across the star with it.
Hi, Barbara. Thank you.
That's cute.
This is
right.
from Indiana. Barb from Indiana. Hello.
Indiana.
Good crafts and a lot of fun.
Thank you, Miss Barb. Thank you. This is a cute one. This one's fun. If you're just popping in, y'all, we have all of our curly ribbons prepped and ready. We're letting them set. We honestly could take them off now, but I'm just not ready to yet. You just gotta give them a few minutes. So, Miss Sheila, Tim can put the link to our shop there. There's three different options. We have a 4-pack, an 8-pack, and a 12-pack of the Craft Night in the Box. And if you purchase it from our shop right now, it'll just be a one-time box. So you'll get, it's the exact same box that everybody else got. It just will not automatically sign you up for the fall box. It'll just be the summer box. If you decide, I love this and I definitely want the fall box, then you just email us and we will get you on the list to make sure that you get the fall box, okay?
Oh, Ramona said she ordered this morning.
Yeah, several of you guys did.
Mary says, what type of staple gun do you recommend for crafting?
I like an electric staple gun just because you don't have to do you don't have to have the manpower to, you know, the elbow grease to like, some of those staple guns are like hard to use, especially if your hands are weak or, you know, an electric one works fabulous. So that's what I like. I have the, what is the brand? We just went over this in the VIP group the other day.
Sure Shot, I think it's called.
Yeah, I think it's called Sure Shot. Yes, I think you're right. And they don't have the exact one I have anymore, but they have similar ones. Power Shot, I think is what it is. It's Sure Bonder glue guns. It's Power Shot is the stapler. All right, y'all. Isn't that cute? I mean, we could literally stop right there. That could go on a tiered tray, look super cute as it is, but we don't do things that simple around here. Oh. We're gonna get
Christy,
a little
we're
ribbon.
Twins today.
Winnie.
I put my firecrackers out this morning that I won from y'all last year. Still love them.
Love it, love it, love it. You know what I think? I was gonna glue this on the back as a little hanger. Oh, I do kind of like the way that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Elizabeth says Tim is your manpower.
Tim is my manpower. He is very often. Tim, help. Okay, we just glued that on the back. And you could use twine. You could drill a hole and have a little hole drilled in there, which I was gonna do, but I decided not to. I am going to, just to make it look a little bit nicer, I'm just gonna take a popsicle stick just to clean her up a little bit. Excuse me. I'm gonna use my power cut scissors and I'm going to snip a little piece off. And I'm just gonna glue that on it. It just kind of hides that hanger a little bit, just kind of cleans it up, makes it look a little nicer, a little more finished on the back instead of having just the big glob of glue with my ribbon. Okay, so we got a cute little hanger. Now, let's do our ribbons. Let's unwrap our ribbons and see how they curled. Let me get some of this mess out of the way here. I do have some raffia though. We'll wait to add the raffia until the end to decide if we want it, because I think a little raffia bow on here could be cute too. But here's our ribbons. We went through step by step how to do it at the beginning. So if you missed it, make sure you go back and watch the replay to know exactly how to, we didn't just wrap them, we did some other things to set
Crystal,
them.
that does happen to Christy a lot too.
What's that?
She says I yell help and no one hears me.
Yes, yes.
She does that too. Happens to her.
We take our clothespins off and then we're just going to, don't just rip it off, don't just pull it off, just grab the end and kind of go around, kind of like when you take the curling iron out of your hair. And y'all, look how cute that is. Look how good that is. So we're gonna remove them all, and you can reuse your dowel rods over and over and over again. You can make these for ribbons for Christmas gifts, birthday gifts, wedding gifts. You
can't just slide them off, or no?
I don't want to slide them off. I don't know, because, I mean, I guess you can carefully slide it off. You could do that too. You could do that too. I keep forgetting the overhead's not on.
How much is the craft night?
Well, there's 3 different prices depending on what size you want to get. And it tells you everything that's in it, and it's included. You get everything in the box. You get the paint, you get the glue, you get the sanders, you get the paint brushes, you get the paint sponges, you get all the cutouts for 4, 8, or 12 people. You get little crafting mats. I want to say it's $54 for 4 people, $64 and $74 for 8 and 12. But double check. Tim's got the link there for you guys, so you can go check that out. But there's only limited. It's just what we have left over. Tim's not cutting anymore for this. It's just what we have left over. So when they're gone, they are gone. Crystal says, don't use a curling iron. Yeah, I wouldn't use a curling iron.
She says, I don't use a curling iron.
Oh, I don't use, well, okay, so then just do it the way I showed you. I read that wrong, or interpreted that wrong. But don't use a curling iron because, one, a curling iron is a lot thicker. They don't have curling irons this small.
No, I think she said, you know, how you unravel it.
I know, but I'm still clarifying that you wouldn't want to use a curling iron because the temperature is so hot that it's probably going to scorch your ribbon. Okay. But I walk you through step by step how to do them in the beginning. So there's all our curly cues. Now you're gonna have little ends that, you know, that it's not curled. So we'll just cut those off, okay? We'll use one end to glue it onto the back, and then we'll cut the other end off. So we'll just glue it onto the back. So we're just gonna have a bunch of these. And you could even just do one coming out like a wick if you wanted to, like a little firecracker wick. But
fuse,
yeah. You know, I don't always know the words.
Ooh, Penny is on. They are on their camping trip right now.
Fun.
I'm not sure, Sharon. I'd have to go buy one. I don't have one.
What?
Brisket. She said, "Are you making brisket this weekend?"
Oh.
I should go buy one.
We have to do something Sunday because we're all gonna be out of Mom and Dad's. Or Monday, yeah, Sunday.
Sunday.
I knew that was coming. I was waiting for that.
Or maybe I do it on Monday. Start it Sunday night.
Maybe. And I'll trim these extra. You want to put the overhead on so they can see kind of what I'm doing a little closer here.
There you go.
We'll do this blue one here. We'll do the red one. And I'll trim these extra ends off in a minute. Do another blue one here.
Carol says, I haven't received this craft night in the box yet, and I already can't wait to get the fall version after seeing Christy's post this morning.
The fall version?
Y'all.
It is so cute. I just showed Kayla this morning. Tim started cutting it today.
Yeah.
So that is underway. We're already starting the prep of the fall, y'all. It takes, craft night in a box, it takes a long time to get them ready.
It takes a bit.
That's why we did turn it into a membership ultimately, because it helps us to prepare. Because if we didn't have a membership, we wouldn't be able to start prepping it now. Because now we know how many people we need it for the fall.
Well, so and with the amount that we have, there's no way I could have them cut.
Right. So our ability to offer it to more people, we would have to limit the numbers a lot more if we just individually opened it each time. All right, I'm cutting a little popsicle stick to do the same thing here that I did at the top. just gonna put a little bit of hot glue across. It's gonna give us a little bit more of a finished look on the back. That way, look, if you hang it in a window or something, or if people get a little peekaboo of the back. And you can even do double-sided. You could cut 2 of these arrows down, and then you could decorate the other side and sandwich them together so it could like twist and turn. Be super cute. All right, you guys ready to see it? Oh wait, I gotta trim my ends a little bit. Hold on, let me trim my ends a little bit. I don't want them all like perfectly the same length. Let me get better scissors. Those are my Super Duty scissors. So we'll have some kind of hanging. They'll be similar length, but not exact length.
That is looking good.
Good.
Could you glue a popsicle stick onto the back?
I just did.
Oh,
Is that what we mean?
I don't know, probably.
I did. That's what this is a popsicle stick. So I'm not doing it double-sided, but if you wanted to do it double-sided, you could do a second one and glue it to the back and sandwich them together. But y'all, is that not, hold on, I got my, hold on.
Here, let me take this off.
Huh? Hold on, I want to fix this one. I went a little crooked with it. Let me angle it out a little bit better. There we go. I should have glued that one higher, because it's kind of got that flat. I can fix that. Hold on. Just gonna fold it up a little bit and bring it up a little higher. There we go. See how it hangs a little better? There we go. Get my glue webs. I got lots of glue webs, and you can kind of relax them a little bit. Run your fingers through. It's going to loosen them up a little bit. Get the glue webs out. So see how they're still holding their curl? It just relaxes it a little bit without losing its curl. I want to shorten that one just a little bit, and that one a little bit. There we go. Oh, isn't that cute? Super fun, super cute. Hold on, we're losing our little blue one back there. Let's bring him out to the front. There we go. Isn't that fun? These were so easy to curl, and they like hold their curl so good. I'm gonna be doing this more for lots of other things. Super, super fun. Yeah, if hanging in a window, yeah, if you're in Michigan, you ain't gotta worry about that, but some of y'all live in like hotter than the down south place.
In your head.
Hold on, let me answer this.
Okay.
Yeah, if you live someplace really, really hot and your hot glue's not gonna hold up hanging it in a window and you want to hang it in a window, use something different than hot glue. Maybe use a different glue that's not gonna melt from the heat. Maybe like even like an E6000 or like a craft glue. I think that'll hold up. I've never tested craft glue to the heat. But E6000 can handle heat, I know that. But aren't they cute? You could even use the hot glue kind of to help hold it a little bit now, but then reinforce it with some E6000. The E6000 will hold it long term for you. Yes, definitely, Phyllis, come back and watch the replay on how to curl these. They are so stinking cute. They curled so good. I'm sure there's other techniques and other ways of doing it too, but this is just how I found that works, and I love it. So I used, this is all like the Goslin ribbon. Is that how you say it? Goslin? G-O-S, it's not on here, but it's like that, like where you can see that like texture, the lines in the ribbon. It says 84% nylon, 16% polyester. I did try it with this, and it didn't work real well, but this is like a double thickness ribbon or something, I don't know. And this is, doesn't say what this one is. This one doesn't say, but it didn't work. It's more like a satiny ribbon, and it didn't work real well. It didn't hold the curl nicely. This is kind of what we ended up with, and it curled, but it's just not very uniform, and it it holds weird shapes if you move it.
Grosgrain.
So, yeah, that one. Yes, grosgrain, Goslin. Yes, that. And, well, I showed you how to get it to not do this at the beginning where it's super, super tight and just looks like a tube of fabric. We want it to have those nice separated curly cues like these have. So, super cute. Definitely go back and watch the replay if you just popped on. Yeah, I don't know what it's grosgrain ribbon. It's a very common ribbon that a lot of us have in our craft rooms, but you can get them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, all the places, and all the different patterns and colors. So, all right, guys, we're gonna hop off of here.
They say it's pronounced grosgrain.
Grosgrain? Oh, I'll forget that. Grosgrain. Well, what about the S's? There's S's in there.
They're silent.
Apparently. Grosgrain. Okay, grosgrain ribbon is the ribbon to use, okay? Grosgrain. I've never heard anyone actually call it grosgrain. I've never actually, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, everyone, y'all know. How do you guys know? Who told you guys? No one ever taught me that. It's just ribbon, and we just pick ribbon, and it looks like it'll work, and we use it.
And it's pretty.
And it's pretty. It's pretty, we buy it, we use it. But in this case, the grosgrain ribbon works the best that I found with the ones that I tested.
How long do those curls hold up?
I would not put it outside. If they get wet, they're going to want to loosen. As long as they're just kind of left there and they're not being handled and messed with, they're gonna hold. They're not going anywhere. They're pretty well set. It's kind of like putting a crease in fabric, like a pleat, and then once it's set and it's there, it's there. I did use the hairspray, but you can use the starch, and the starch is going to hold a little bit longer. But I wouldn't get them wet. I wouldn't put them like somewhere. Don't put them in the bathroom where there's a lot of humidity, or right over your kitchen sink or the back of your stove, because the humidity might
relax
make them wilt them. Okay.
And they say they know it because they're old.
Yes. Yes. All right.
So, yes, I grabbed names several times today.
Yes, we got names for our Crafty Mail bucket. We learned some new techniques. We learned how to say a new word today. It's been a good day. So, if you want to grab Craft Night in a Box, go grab it now while they're still there. They probably won't last through the night. They'll probably be gone by tonight. If not tonight, by early tomorrow, I think they'll be gone. It's just it's a way for you to get extras right now if you already are a member and you want extras, or it's a way for you to try it without the commitment of the membership, just for a one-time box, okay? All right, yes, yeah, get too much humidity, your curls might get a little frizzy, okay? Yeah, the humidity will mess up the ribbons. They need to be like in a dry space. All right, guys. Oh, Jackie says this is going to go on a new wreath for me. I love that. How fun. All right, guys. We'll see you guys later. Have a great weekend. Be safe. Remember what the weekend is really about. Enjoy time with those you spend it with, but remember those who made this weekend possible.